Oh, hello there. You know, you have a tendency to sneak up on me. I don't like that. Today I will be interviewing these wonderful people, and not only that, alongside these wonderful people, Moa will be answering these questions as well. So, hope you're ready. Alright, the rest of this is gonna be completely improv. Future me, if you're editing this, don't make us look like a fool, alright? Or maybe do, who cares? I don't, clearly. Oh no! Ah!
Hey, what up? You know, this is Basement Dweller back here for another groovy crossover. Thank you once again for inviting me. I'm, you know, something of a good gamer, you know, that likes to dwell in basements all day. And, you know, I'm here to answer some, you know, pretty, far out questions here.
Hello folks, I am Deadman Apollo. Hey Yero, thank you for inviting me over to Hypefest yet again. You know, last year I was there on Hypefest, but I hadn't debuted. I was there as a secret guest that no one knew existed. Anyway, I think I'll go ahead and answer the interview questions.
What game release in recent memory were you most excited for? Tears of the Kingdom. I remember because like it's pretty recent, and I was at work, and then it hit me like it's coming out today. And you know, I stood in line in that GameStop of mine, you know, to get that block of wood as a pre-order bonus. Oh yes, that block of wood. I love me that wood. Also an arm sleeve, but the block of wood.
Let's see. The first question is, what game in recent memory were you the most excited for? Well, in recent memory, it just came out, actually. Tears of the Kingdom, baby. Listen, I loved Breath of the Wild so much. It was an adventure unlike anything else. So of course I was looking forward to that one. I intentionally kept my expectations low, because, you know, it's better to go in with low expectations instead of high. And I didn't look at any footage or anything. In fact, there was a huge aspect of Tears of the Kingdom that I didn't even know about. So it was a really big surprise when I found it. It's great, I love it. I wish I could play it forever.
What game release in recent memory were you the most excited for? See, that's a good question. Probably Elden Ring. Or Tears of the Kingdom. I know those are pretty generic answers, but I was really hyped about those two. Truth be told.
If you could create a video game adaptation of a non-video game franchise, what would you choose and why? Well, I would always like to have a video game based on Halloween. Kind of like Friday the 13th the game, but more Michael Myers-y. is that the way to put it? You know, like I like the idea of being a suburban, you know, neighborhood, you know, late at night on Halloween, and the shape is hunting you, and I don't know what the victim's goal would be, but for sure, playing as Michael, that'll be the big highlight of it.
If you could create a video game adaptation of a non-video game franchise, what would you choose and why? Oh, this one's a tough one. What would I choose? Honestly, I don't really watch that much stuff to want a video game adaptation of, and a lot of stuff I can see not working at all. But hey, let's have a Breaking Bad video game adaptation where you cook. That'd be great.
Question number 2. If you could create a video game adaptation of a non-video game franchise, what would you choose and why? See, that's a good question, me. You know, this is actually a shockingly hard question for me, but I feel obligated to say a comic book, so I'm gonna say, a Moon Knight video, you know, Moon Knight, that guy. Video game about him would be pretty cool.
If you could create a film / TV show / anime adaptation of any video game, what would you choose and why? Splatoon! Splatoon needs an anime. I don't know, it's something that I always talk about, like, with my friends and, you know, family. I'm like, well, actually, I'm a family. They don't talk about games. But with my friends, I always talk about, yo, it would be so cool and, you know, very fresh if we had a Splatoon anime. It could be about an inkling, you know, that wants to be the best of the best. And I don't know, somehow they roped in the story mode, and then they do all 3 games, you know, and it'll be so cool, it'll be so groovy. But alas, Nintendo does when Nintendo don't.
Alternatively, if you could create a film, TV show, anime adaptation of any video game, what would you choose? Let me tell you. Let me tell you something, Euro, and you folks out there. I have been burned by so many anime video game adaptations, and as you know, there are a lot of really bad adaptations out there, even in film. So I actually don't want Hollywood or anime to touch my video games at all. Let's see, are there any successful ones? Devil Survivor 2 got an anime, it was a disaster. Persona got an anime, it's fine. No, it doesn't represent the same experience. No, I don't want other media touching my video games. Get out of here.
Question number 3 is, alternatively, if you could create a film or TV show or anime adaptation of any video game, what would you choose and why? Alright, since I'm the creator and I can bend my own rules, I'm gonna answer one for each thing I gave here. For the film, call me a little crazy here, but I would love a Jet Set Radio movie in the style of Spider-Verse with that, unique stylized animation. I would just... Chef's kiss, that's what it's called. I'm an idiot. For a TV show, Dead Space. Dead Space would make a really good TV show if you ask me. And for anime, I would love a Zelda anime so much. Imagine the potential!
Now that it's official, what are your thoughts on the actual end of E3 as an event? Do you think they could possibly be recovered? Okay, not gonna lie, it hurts. It hurts. Oh, E3. It was hype season. Everyone loves it. I don't know. The hype isn't gone. Luckily, we live in an age where companies like to show off, their upcoming stuff on Twitter, on YouTube, and stuff. So we don't technically need an E3. But I love having the E3 and having the companies get together. Like, oh yeah, we gotta make something for E3 to hype up our loyal customers. But no, it's gone. It's gone. I think it is possible for it to be recovered. I just don't know if most companies would be interested to return. I think that's the issue. That's the issue. If the companies are willing to actually post things on E3.
Now that it is official, what are your thoughts on the actual end of E3 as an event? Do you think they could have possibly recovered? Let me tell you. E3 got super stale in the last few recent years before it got cancelled and stuff. I think it's no big loss, honestly. These big companies, they do their Nintendo Directs and absolute state of play, and they're doing fine. And then you have Jeff Keighley anyway, giving us like a mini E3, so who cares? Good riddance. Half the fun of E3 was seeing them embarrass themselves, like the legendary Konami conference. Oh man, that was so good.
Question number 4. Now that it is official, what are your thoughts on the actual end of E3 as an event? Do you think they could have possibly recovered? 0 chance. I know I wrote the question, and I kind of implied for discussion, but no. I personally do not think they could have recovered after last year.
What are your thoughts on both Summer Game Fest and Game Awards? Summer Game Fest, it's alright, it's pretty good. I mean, it's now lesser E3. But the Game Awards, however, I still watch those. I know a lot of people are like, "Whoa, Dweller, you watch the Game Awards?" Yeah, I do. Some years are great, some years are. But sometimes you gotta hold your hearts out and hope that you get that one super hype release that makes everyone freak out. And I think it's worth it. I got the Among Us, Jeff Keighley mask cosmetic, for example. Very worth it.
What are your thoughts on both Summer Game Fest and Game Awards? Alright, listen. These are basically the E3 replacements. Digital and kind of fun. Last year's Summer Game Fest was awful though, and I'll never forgive Jeff Keighley for that, but he redeemed himself with the Game Awards. So they're like they're something to look forward to every 6 months. As someone who plays a lot of video games, it's exciting and stuff. Like, oh my god, the Game Awards were amazing. They announced so many cool things. And I'm hoping this year's Summer Game Fest will announce a lot of cool stuff.
What are your thoughts on both the Summer Game Fest and the Game Awards? Well, I think they're fun. I like them. They're hype. I like hype. I also really like Jeff Keighley, admittedly, but you know, I like hype too, so that's really good.
What video game reveal trailer had you the most hyped? Oh, I am something of a hypester, as one would say. You know, I've been on many hype trains over the years. Oh my goodness, I'm just trying to think. It's most likely Smash Brothers, because, like, you know, I'm a big, you know, Nintendo and gamer fan. So I'm a fan of a lot of franchises compared to the most average gamer. And I don't know, like, you know, there was the Steve trailer, you know, I may or may have lost my voice, you know, there's the Pirate Ruther trailer where I, you know, almost went into tears. There was, when they announced the Switch for the first time, I was like, yo, I guess it's kind of undecisive, like, what for the game reveal had to be the most hype. Cause man. Like, Tears of the Kingdom, we even know Tears of the Kingdom was like, hey, yo, you know, what's just like a sequel? Here's our mummy guy, you know, and that was something. Yeah, it's undecisive.
What video game trailer had you the most hyped? Let me tell you. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon, baby. Listen, I've never played Armored Core, but that looks so cool. And then they revealed gameplay recently, and that looks awesome. So I think I'm most excited for that. Before that, of course, it would have been Tears of the Kingdom, but that came out. So right now, Fires of Rubicon is my most hyped game, even though I've never played Armored Core.
What game collection absolutely broke you? Cancellation. Whoa, hold up. Collection. Okay, that's a whole different story. PT. No! I still think about PT. No, what could have been? Like, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be like a masterpiece, but man, Konami, they left a hole in my heart. Like, you know, it's like a scar. It's never gonna heal. Like, I don't think anything's ever gonna heal. You know, PT. You know, Silent Hills. I guess that's the proper term. I'm broken. I need it.
What game cancellation absolutely broke you? Mega Man Legends 3. Oh man, Mega Man Legends 3. That's tragic. They announced it. They announced it, right? And then they made this bizarre thing where they were like, hey, you guys developed the game for us. And then they cancel it. Fuck off.
Question number, whatever number I'm on. What video game cancellation absolutely broke you? Alright, this one's gonna hit some of you in the heart. Yeah, that's the right side. Anyway, Star Wars 1313. Those are supposed to be tears, by the way. Also, technically not canceled, but the fact we didn't get a third Cybertron game also hurts right there. Just saying, because there's only 2. There's not a third one. There's only 2.
What are your thoughts on Jeff Keighley himself? He made himself as a groovy Among Us cosmetic that I am so glad is in my collection after the previous scream of demands for it.
Now, what are your thoughts about the king himself, Jeff Keighley? Please see the attached photo. Oh man, the legendary photo. I don't have it on hand. You're gonna have to make it appear right here or there. Make it appear on both sides. There we go. Jeff Keighley is my boy. Listen. I'll admit. Before the whole Summer Game Fest video game award stuff, I kind of saw him as a media shill. You know, he was there. He was just a hype machine, hyping things up. It didn't really feel genuine at the time, but I kneel Jeff Keighley. The amount of effort he puts in, the amount of passion he puts into all of this. I love Jeff Keighley now. He's my bro. It makes me happy seeing him. And I gotta mention, him and Hideo Kojima are the cutest. I'll leave it at that.
What are your thoughts on the king himself, Jeff Keighley? He's alright. He's okay. What do you think I'm gonna answer, me? I wrote the question with the intent of fanboying about Jeff Keighley. He is a god among men. He is the best. I think. I've actually never met him in the last two Summer Game Fest. But I'm just gonna keep going. He's the best.
If you could play only 3 video games for the rest of your life, what games would you choose? I think I've done a video on this topic. No, it's probably changed, but for sure, you know, we gotta put Terraria, you know, and then I guess we could put Minecraft by the side, and then I guess Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Those would be my 3 you know, games if I could play for the rest of my life. Granted, maybe I might switch out Smash Bros. For Dead by Daylight. Yeah, let's do that. I'm assuming that I have internet for this, you know, it's unless like there's no internet and like, oh man, I just got a dead game that just won't work.
Bonus question. If you could only play 3 video games for the rest of your life, what games would you choose? Okay, I gotta be smart here. First of all, Genshin Impact. Because that game constantly gets updated with new content, and that game will last me at least another few years and still feel fresh and fun to play. As for another one, a Souls game most likely, because they're infinitely replayable, and oh shit. You know, you could pick something like Devil May Cry, right? But I reckon after 100 hours you'll get... Oh, Monster Hunter, of course. 3rd game, Monster Hunter. You'll never get sick of that. And those are my 3 things. 3 games.
Bonus question number 1. If you can only play 3 video games for the rest of your life, what games would you choose? Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Fortnite, Doom. Also, I revoke my Fortnite pick and replace it with Sonic Adventure 2.
If you could will any video game crossover in existence, what game would you have crossover? Man, oh, simple. A actual Mario and Sonic platformer game, you know? Like, have Sonic, you know, run around the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario, you know, in, you know, Sonic's world. I know people, like, don't like that it's called Sonic's world, but get over it. You know, having him, you know, they like, switch back and forth, you know, some weird alter dimension thing. It'll be real fun, you know, seeing, like, their physics and stuff work, and, yeah, I would love that.
If you could will any video game crossover into existence, what game would you have a crossover? Smash Brothers exists. Oh, Mario Kart, but it's all crossover would be awesome too.
If you could will any video game crossover into existence, what would you choose? You see, that is a really good question, me. You know what? It's gonna be a generic answer, but I will stand by my ground. I think a proper Mario and Sonic game, like, no Olympics, just bada bing, bada boom, put them together, make that a game.
If you could force any franchise into becoming a Fortnite collab, what would you choose? Okay, I'm gonna choose this one franchise because I know how obscure of an idea this is. Because there's one character I would love to play in Fortnite, but I just don't see it happening. But I want to see Death Gun from Sword Art Online 2, the first arc, the Phantom Bullet arc. So like basically like it's like the Sword Art Online's like this very bad anime, but there's some few like good moments that I really enjoyed. I cling on to like to dear life, and one of those was like the whole Gun Gale Online arc where, you know, the main character Kirito teams up with this other girl. You know, they basically play this battle royale game. And then you see, your battle royale just works, and then the main villain, he looks so cool. His metal skull mask that becomes steam, and his cool outfit, and it'd be so awesome. Like his death gun, please, death gun. And also, like, I think like that's. Oh yeah, the ghost face, that'll be cool as a Fortnite collab as well.
If you could force any franchise into becoming a Fortnite collab, what would you choose? I've prepared a very special video just for you, Euro. Folks, this is what I think of that question.
Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch!
Thank you so much, Sakuramiko, for summing it up perfectly.
And bonus question number 3. If you could will any Fortnite collab into existence, what would you choose? See, this one's easy. Here, I'll drop the funny bit for a second. After Doom got added, there's not a lot left I can, they're running out of things to keep pulling me in. Eventually, I will be free, right? However, they have yet to add Transformers, right? Little known fact about me, I love Transformers, right? I'm a big Transformers fan. They've yet to add Optimus Prime. I would be there. Frame 1. I mean, I'm already frame 1 for most of these collabs, but I would be there frame 1.
Where can your viewers find you? Oh, you can find me on my official YouTube channel that I promise, I'm not an unboxing channel. I do other videos out there, I promise. We just been in a weird hiccup, but we're getting there. And also, I got my Twitch, Basement Dwellers, with a Z at the end, where I sometimes stream, but I enjoy it, just we're just going through a little rough patch, Thank you for having me, do these interviews, this is very groovy. Yeah.
Where can viewers find you? Oh, you can find me on my channel, Deadman Apollo, youtube.com / Deadman Apollo, or Twitter, not YouTube, twitter.com / I'm still reeling from that Fortnite question. On twitter.com / Deadman Apollo. You can find me there. I think that was it. I really gotta go prepare for my trip now. Oh, see you later. Thank you for inviting me, Euro. Bye.
Where can the viewers find you? I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for joining me on this interview, and a huge thanks to Basement Dweller and Deadman Apollo for joining me for this interview. It was a blast making, and if I'm correct, we got one more surprise coming up. I don't know I do know what it could be, but do you know? You're gonna have to wait and see. And until then, see you on the next thing of Hype Fest. Woo!